Hi there, this is Teresa Eicher with Counseling and Wellness Services of Archibald. We are in partnership with Jill Holgrave Wellness Consulting Services, and I just wanted to talk with you a little bit today about the season change. And so with the season change, a lot of time comes darker days, more gloomy days, less sunlight. And I have a lot of people who come into the office just sharing that the season change and sometimes have seasonal affect disorder, that they start to have more symptoms. They feel like they're functioning not as well. Their mood goes down. And so I just wanted to talk with you about a little bit of a resource. Sometimes I will encourage clients to use some light therapy. And so this is just a light therapy lamp. I got it off of Amazon, but I keep it in the office. Sometimes when I have an hour off and I'm doing some administrative work or just taking some lunch, I'll pop it on in the office. If I have clients who I know specifically struggle with seasonal affect disorder, I will turn it on during session for them. I'm going to caution you, I'm going to turn it on. It's really, really bright. But I'm going to turn it on for you just so that you can see it and learn a little bit more about it. Okay, so this is a light therapy lamp. This is just one that I got off of Amazon. They're pretty affordable, typically between $20 and $50, depending on size that you get. I'm going to turn this on briefly for you just so you can see the brightness and the effect of it. And so typically I encourage people not to look directly into them, but just to kind of put it on the side area. And as you look into, whether that's your computer, as you read a book, whatever that might be, just kind of have it sitting onto the side so that you're getting the light off of the light lamp. But I find that these can be incredibly effective if you use them daily, typically about 20 minutes each day, and just helping to minimize some of the impact of seasonal affect disorder and just the overall gloominess that we deal with in Northwest Ohio during the winter. I hope that's helpful for you. And just a reminder, sometimes investing in our mental health is really worth the money. I know that there are lots of things that we can do in our day-to-day that cost no money for our mental health, but sometimes just making that small investment can go far for us. Okay, so I also want to hop into just some discussion about boundaries and the holidays. And so I think many times as the holidays approach, things can get very fast and things can also be really exciting. But many times it means that as we're doing all the things with the holidays approaching, we are just more chaotic and less intentional. So something that I'm going to encourage you to do before the holiday season arrives is just to stop and think about what it is that you want out of your holiday season. Do you have a specific goal? Is the intention to make sure that you have family time? Is the intention to slow down and be more present? Is the intention to have a great holiday but not blow your finances? Just whatever that goal is, let's talk about being intentional with it. So often we just roll with everything and we say yes, 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 yes. And before we know it, we have created chaos around us. And I really like the visual of just the boundary circle. I made this up this morning for you. I am not the best drawer, so bear with me here. But I really love just being intentional with the boundary circle of, okay, if we define this, right, like maybe we're talking about boundaries and finances over the holidays. And so if this is my goal budget, right, and my desire is really to stick within this goal, like what do I need to do and who do I need to place? What dollar values and who do I need to place within each one of these circles? So if these people are the people who mean the most to me, and these people are the people that I'm most serious about getting a gift for, and this is my highest dollar value, like who goes here? And then who are the next people and what's their dollar value? And who are the next people and what is their dollar value? And the next and the next. Sometimes kind of seeing this visually can be really helpful in us making intentional decisions. And then, talking with someone in our life who can help us as far as staying accountable. I know sometimes we walk in with that budget and then we see these great items and then we want to blow our budget. So maybe it's also then, if I'm going to end up getting a big ticket item for one of these people in my inner circle, then how do I need to adjust the rest of my circle? Who do I actually then need to move out, and so forth? But it gives us an opportunity to kind of like be intentional, put that together, visually see it. And then if we have to adjust it, we come back and we then start moving pieces and parts. I know sometimes during the holiday season, issues with families can really come up, and maybe there's unhealed wounds, maybe there's broken relationships and disconnected communication, right? And so people can enter into the holiday season sometimes with a lot of anxiety and a lot of uncertainty around, what is a get together going to look like, or how are we gathering with family this year? And so sometimes I just encourage people, to again get this boundary sheet out and really look at, okay, like over the holiday season, what relationships do I really want to be very intentional about? And who is it in the holiday season that I want to be closest with? And I'm going to put them in the very center of my boundary. And then as we move outward, we're going to see that those relationships tend to be a little bit less intense, maybe more distant. And then as we get out here, maybe some of these relationships are relationships that are broken, or there's been big offenses in the past where maybe we have to be intentional about, okay, these are people that have been harmful, hurtful to me, and I kind of need to keep them at bay. And then we're going to talk about, okay, so what does that mean for family gatherings, and what does that mean for how we come together, right? So putting some intention behind where we put these relationships, and making sometimes some difficult decisions about, okay, what does that mean about that family gathering, and how do I end up interacting with that person? Or, do I need to stay away from that family gathering? I know those are really hard decisions, and sometimes those decisions can be quite disappointing to family members. But we also have to find a way of balancing the intensity of the holiday season with our own personal and mental wellness. So, again, I think by putting it on paper, seeing the visual, maybe consulting with some wise people in your life, just like, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Here's where I've placed these people. Here are the different reasons behind it. What does that mean about family events? What does that mean about how we get together with one another? And just seeking out some of their wisdom along the way. I certainly hope this is helpful, and I hope you all have a beautiful holiday season, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye.